Nada guys, how you doing? Thank you for joining me again on another Tactical Masterclass. I use that loosely as, there's no masterclass here, however. A bit of false advertising for you to bring you in. So here we go then. We're going to do the Segundo Volante today. And we're going to trap Marquinhos in that position and hopefully, get plenty of goals out of him. Now, the Segundo Volante is a defensive deep line playmaker that likes to attack and likes to end up on the edge of the box on the penalty spot and score goals. Quite a random position, one that's not used often enough. So we're going to give it a go today. Like I say, Marquinhos from PSG, he's been tied into the position. Let's see how he gets on. Right then guys, so let's have a look at the tactic. It's basically a 4-2-4 with one of my central midfielders playing deeper in that Volante role, but we're going to go with Donnarumma in goal as we quickly talk through the instructions. So Donnarumma's playing just as a goalkeeper, no sweeper keeper, just keeping it simple, and he's going to take fewer risks. We have Bernat as a left wing back on an automatic setting, just to run wide with the ball, and that's the same for Hakimi out on the other side. Central defenders, plain Jane again, Kimpembe and Ramos, both just playing central defenders on defence, shoot less often, dribble less and hold position, no change there. So basically the back four is just vanilla. Then we move on to that Segundo Volante role. Now when we have a look down here, basically the Segundo Volante is different from deep line playmaker in that their role is primarily a defensive one. Best suited to being paired with an anchor. We're not going to do that today. We're going to pair him with Wijnaldum, who is going to play as a ball winner midfielder. That'll do for me. That's more or less the same as an anchor. He's just not as deep. But it says with an attack duty, which we've got Marquinhos on, the Segundo Volante will get further forward and frequently look to arrive late in the opposition's penalty area. So with that in mind, we've got a dribble more option and a shoot more often option as well. So they are individual to that role. And then we want him to get further forward. And that is part of his role anyway. So for me, I want him getting all the way up here on the edge of the area, doing the business, scoring us some goals. So beside him then, I've got Wijnaldum. He's playing as a ball winner midfielder. He's got one individual instruction, and that's more direct passing and to tackle harder. Then we've got two inside forwards, the first being Neymar out on the left-hand side. He's got two individual instructions, which is to aim crosses to the centre and to shoot more often. Instructions for his role, he's got dribble more, cut inside with the ball, take more risks, cross less often, and get further forward. And that's the same for Messi on the other side, minus the individual shoot more often instruction. Then as a deep line forward, we've got Icardi. 3 instructions for him: hold up the ball, take less risk, and move into channels. He's playing on a support duty as well. And then Mbappe leading the line. 1 individual instruction is to shoot more often, but then he holds up the ball, dribbles more, takes more risks, get further forward, move into channels, and roam from position. Mbappe's basically got a free reign today, and he's playing as a complete forward on attack. So looking at our tactical style, then we're going to play the tiki-taka on a positive mentality. And in possession, our attack and width is going to be fairly narrow. We play out of the defence. Our passing directness is much shorter. Tempo is much lower. We never time waste, naturally. Final third, we work the ball into the box. And dribbling, we dribble less. In transition then, when possession has been lost, we counter press. But when possession has been won, we counter. So we look to hit them on the front foot. Goalkeeper in possession, he distributes it quickly and he distributes to the centre-backs. And out of possession, we use the offside trap, as again, we're playing a much higher line of engagement and a much higher defensive line. Defensive width is standard, and we like to prevent short goalkeeping distribution. Set pieces wise then, the defensive duties left and right are just the first routine is usually set up with any tactic. But on attack, we're playing that front post corner routine, left and right hand side, aiming for that front post. And then throw-ins are long throws left and right. Again, we aim for the front post, and hopefully we can get plenty of goals that way as well. So looking at the competitions then, naturally we've got the league to play for, so Ligue 1, an expectation is that we're going to win it. The Trophy des Champions, we're against Lille in that one. Obviously the team that dethroned PSG last season. We've got the Champions League and we've got the French Cup. Now, we're not going to win the Champions League. PSG never win the Champions League. They're absolutely packed with quality, and for whatever reason, they just get stage fright on the biggest occasions. So we're looking obviously to, if we win the Champions League, very handy, let's do it. But we definitely, as a bare minimum, need to be winning all domestic trophies. So why Marquinhos then as the Segundo Volante? So let's just highlight the attributes for that. Now finishing is about the only area of concern for me. Yes, he's got 8 finishing, he's got 10 long shots. He's got a lot more about him though, as obviously he's got to have a defensive duty as well. So marking, tackling, heading, all very high. But then obviously his mentals, composure, concentration, decision making, positioning as well as he looks to get himself forward. Acceleration 13, pace 14. He isn't the quickest, but then again, he isn't the slowest. He is above average. And I think this guy's going to get us plenty of goals. So when we have a look at his history, he scored 3 goals last season. He hasn't scored more than 3 goals in any season. So it'll be interesting to see if we can get him into double figures this season with a more attacking mentality. And with that in mind then, what we're going to do now is we're going to skip forward to the end of the season and hopefully the Segundo Volante has worked a treat. Right, so the Segundo Volante, what is it like? How was it done? We're top of the league. That's the first thing that I can see. Farmers League, obviously, there was absolutely no way that I would still be in a job if we lost the league. What has happened here? Let's sort that out. So PSG, top of the league. Champions, 103 points on the board. They finished 20 points clear of Lyon. So there we go, 38 games, 3 wins, 4 draws, 1 defeat. Who was a defeat to? Lyon, who finished in second. So there we go. But 105 goals scored, 19 conceded. 86 goal difference, 103 points. Like I say, that is absolutely mental. Competitions-wise then, we won the league. We've won the Champions League. We won the Champions League 2-1 against Manchester City. City, it doesn't matter what game they play, they cannot win the Champions League. But there we go. Sterling with a goal in 18, Wijnaldum on 43, and Messi with a 99th minute goal. Lionel Messi, the hero. We dominated anyway, 60% possession. They only managed 2 shots on target and scored a goal. So we won the Champions League, we won the French Cup, and we've won the Trophy des Champions. So there you go. Quadruple this season, and 103 points on the board. That's absolutely crazy. So let's just have a look at player stats first of all. So top goal scorer then was Icardi with 27 goals. How did he get on for all of the season? So yeah, 27 goals all season, 17 in the league. Highest average rating was Hakimi with a 7.55. That's not bad average rating at all, that. Most assists was Neymar with 22. Best pass completion was Mbappe with 98%. Most player of match awards, Neymar with 12. Yellow cards, Wijnaldum with 14. And 2 red cards for Di Maria, dirty player. Team stats wise though, we scored 105 goals, which is the best. We conceded 19. That is quality. And that was the best in the league as well. Yellow cards, we got 49, which was the 5th best. And 2 red cards, which was the 8th worst. So stats wise, decent. Let's have a look then at the squad goals, because obviously that's the big thing. So Icardi, top goal scorer. Messi, Marquinhos there with 15 goals. 15 goals this season. What an absolute boy. So 11 in the league out of 36 games. 3 in continental competitions and 1 in the cup. So 15 goals. Look at the state of that. He's nearly quadrupled the amount of goals that he scores in a regular season. So, God, that is incredible. What a performance. Looking at it tactically then, obviously it's worked out a treat. Marquinhos being the attacking Volante. So we'll have a look at the data up and see how we got on. So looking at me scoring midfielders there, Marquinhos is there. High scoring, aggressive shooting. So all of my midfield are basically high scoring, aggressive. Assists wise, I've got the most assists between Marquinhos and Gigi Wijnaldum. And then I'd imagine possession, it's fairly average. They're all about that same possession wise. So I think for me, it's worth just having a look at some of his goals and see where he come from. Because if he's just scoring headers all the way through, obviously that's going to be a bit of a catastrophe. So we'll start off at the start of the season and see how many of these we can actually view. So we've got a 1-0 victory here. For when Marquinhos picks up the ball quite high. Messi across to Mbappe. Hakimi's there, and look at that. On the edge of the 6-yard box, makes it 1-0. We have another goal against Montpellier as the ball is cleared. Marquinhos is there again, comes from the edge of the area. What a goal. Off the inside of the post. We've then got a goal against Bordeaux as Wijnaldum, I believe, assists here. So Marquinhos on the edge of the D. Oh, it's a screamer as well, on off the inside of the post again. So he's versatile, he scores plenty of goals. And like I say, this guy's predominantly going to be a centre-back. So let's just have a look at one more. And here we go in a 4-0 victory against Liverpool. As Lionel Messi apparently turns provider. Is that him there? I think this guy's going to make it to the edge of the 6-yard box. Look at that position. He's the furthest player forward. So that says it all really tactically, doesn't it? It's like the libero. He's just a lot more creative. So for me, I think this tactic's been a success. Yes, we've done it with PSG. So what I will say to you is, give me a list in the comments or names of players that you would like me to try out in this Segundo Volante position, because I would like to give it a go and see if we can get into double figures with anybody that plays in that position. So yeah, please leave that in the comments. Also, the tactic will be downloadable, so that'll be in the description. So if you want to give it a go, try it out with your team, then please do. Again, let me know how you get on. So yeah, that's it then, guys. I would say this one is great success. So yes, thank you very much for watching. It's always been emotional, and I'll catch you later. Ta-da.